The recording. All right, I'm super excited. My name's Hillary Heinrichs. This is my husband, Darren Heinrichs. We're really excited to share Plexus with you guys tonight. We called our little event a family affair, and it's really cool to get to see all the families that are on tonight. It's awesome. So we're going to share a little bit of our journey with you, but before we do that, I want to introduce one of my favorite couples of all time, Robin and Corey Wheat.
Hello. All right, so tonight I'm going to start with my why and how I started. So first of all, I saw a big potential with network marketing, and I was kind of looking around to see which one that I was going to join. And I saw Hillary posting on Facebook, and just some of the stuff really resonated with me. I was experiencing lots of headaches, low energy, sugar cravings, tummy troubles, just you name it, and I had it. But I was super skeptical because I am so sensitive to everything I've ever tried. I've tried so many things, and I just could never get through the fact that I was too sensitive, too jittery, too whatever. So I was skeptical, but I was like, okay, I'll try it. Another reason I was skeptical is because we were really broke, and I couldn't afford to put my money on products that weren't going to be working and great. So I went the ambassador route, and I did that because obviously it's the cheapest route, and I had intentions of getting 3 friends aboard with me so I could get my products paid for. And the first day I posted to Facebook, the next day Hillary called me, and actually I was in the car with Cassie, and I remember her telling me, "Oh my God, girl, you hit 500 PV." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's awesome. What does that mean?" I had no idea. So needless to say, I had tons of people that were just right in my inner circle that needed these products and this opportunity. So so at a certain point in your business, you can bring your husband in underneath you, and basically you double dip in the business. So Corey is going to tell you guys a little bit about his experience and what he's seen over the past year of us doing Plexus.
Yeah, so my biggest, best positive feedback, I did sit on the sideline for about the first year, 6 months when Robin was doing it, and I watched her transform physically in a good way and mentally in a tremendous way. She became part of something so much bigger than just selling stuff. She grew in leadership. She grew friends. I mean, the Heinrichs, obviously, they're like our bosom buddies sometimes now. And then all the couples, really, we all grew together. And just like I said, leadership-wise, health-wise, and then our overall lifestyles just changed. You know, we started doing things on a more health-conscious basis that we weren't doing before. And it was just second nature, because once you go down that path of being healthy, you really don't want to stop. So again, I sat on the sideline for about 6 months and watched it happen. The big turning point for me was when we went to Vegas in June. They had the Men of Plexus event, and it was added last minute. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, which if you've ever been to Vegas is extremely early or extremely late, depending. And they were expecting, honestly, a couple hundred guys maybe to show up. And when I walked into the room, there was I got there about 30 minutes early, actually, and sat down. And by the time the session started, there was almost 1,500 men in the room, which was awesome. And what really did it for me is I was sitting next to a gentleman from Arizona who was in his early 70s, who was with his granddaughter at the convention because she got him to do it. And on the other side of me was another gentleman. He was probably mid-40s, but he was a corrections officer. So in this one room, we had all different people from all different lifestyles, blue collar, white collar, retired, just starting out from college. And so that's what really sunk into me is it's not just for the women. It's a completely broad spectrum, and everybody can benefit. Everybody's in a different stage of their walk, wherever they are. So it was just very inspiring to see that many people on board with something. And if there's that many people doing something, then something's right. Something's going positive. So for us, it was just the right time, the right products. Everything was working. And so we've just been gun ho ever since. And it's been the best thing that we could have asked for.
Yeah, so I am going to talk about what products that we take, and actually I was going to have them, but I forgot. So we take the Triplex, which is the powerhouse. It's 3 products in one. It's the pink drink, which levels your blood sugar. It burns fat. It keeps your lipids and cholesterol at healthy levels, and it curbs cravings and gives you natural energy. The probiotic is the best one on the planet, in my opinion. It has an antifungal in it that kills bad bacteria, and it aids in gut health. And then we have the BioCleanse, and that is a gentle cleanse. It's a very scary word, but it actually is a gentle cleanse for somebody that's so sensitive. I'm telling you guys, it's not that bad. It's magnesium based, and basically it's the trash truck that takes out everything that the Slim and the probiotic are breaking down. So those 3 products together are the Triplex, and that's the most popular. Pretty much everybody needs to start there, I feel like. Then we have 2 products that aid in weight loss, and they go with the Slim. They boost metabolism, they suppress your appetite, and they give you energy. We have one that is called Accelerator, and it has 5-HTP in it, and which is a mood enhancer. And then we have another one, it's called Boost, and that's more for people that are more active. We also have the P96, P96? No, just the 96 protein. It's in 2 flavors. It comes in vanilla and chocolate. It's 96 calories with 15 grams of protein. And we have a really cool belly fat burning recipe. Oh my gosh, that was hard to say. And it's Slim with the protein and unsweetened coconut milk, and we've all tried it and we're crazy about it. It burns belly fat, and I hate breakfast, and go ahead, turn your nose up, it's fine. And I love to have that in the mornings because it's quick and easy, and yeah, I love it. So, and then lastly we have, that I'm going to talk about, is the body cream. And it has activated charcoal in it. It detoxes the skin, and it removes impurities. It's great for sunburns. My poor little white children, their mommy has fails every once in a while, and it's tried and true. Those work on sunburns. The next morning they wake up and it's so much better because it pulls out all those toxins. Corey has used it on his pits before, and I've smelled them, and it actually works. It's weird. He probably won't ever do it again, but we have heard of him doing that. I also have 2 divas of a husband and a son, and they use the body cream in their hair as their hair products. And actually, Corey was experiencing some dandruff, and he says that that has helped his dandruff a lot. So I am going to pass it on back to Hillary.
Yeah. I love that. I like that you guys were guinea pigs with the natural deodorant. I love that. Another cream that we use a lot at our house is the Ease cream. We've used this on like mosquito bites and stuff. It has New Zealand green lip mussel in it, and it's a great anti-inflammatory. We actually just used it on Jillian tonight. She's been having some aches and pains. I was rubbing some on her little feet and her legs before bed. This stuff is awesome. We both have used it. People also use it on sunburns as well. But it's a temporary soothing cream. And kind of to go along with that are these Ease capsules. These also are natural anti-inflammatory, and they're a great product for people that have like chronic discomfort. Darren actually has used it. I don't know if you want to add anything to that. Or
I take this every morning, help alleviate. I've had several surgeries since I was age 15, so there's a lot of aches and pains. And so by taking this helps alleviate a lot of the inflammation that's in me without taking Advil, which can be hard on your liver.
Yeah. So it's definitely a nice alternative to that. And a lot of people that have, chronic discomfort, are taking some hardcore medications for that. And this is nice. It has no contraindications with those. And it helps people to kind of wean themselves off some of those harder, more controlled substances that they need for discomfort. So we love Ease capsules. Another really, really great product that we both take, it's actually one of the first ones Darren started with, is our X Factor vitamin. This is a power-packed multivitamin. And if you're taking a multivitamin, you probably You probably are finding it on like the Walmart shelf or something. This is unlike anything you're going to find at the store. It has an aloe blend in it, which helps with the bioavailability of vitamins, which means your body's actually using them. I noticed a big difference in my hair growth and my nail growth and the strength of my nails. I've noticed a huge difference. And I can actually tell it's making a difference, as opposed to a lot of times you just get a multivitamin and your body can't use it. You end up flushing that down the toilet, and it's a waste of your money. So this is great. There's actually a really powerful antioxidant in this, in the New Zealand blackcurrant, lots of New Zealand ingredients in our stuff. And that is actually also in our kids version, which has no artificial sweeteners, no artificial dyes. It's super safe for kids. They're tasty. They're chewable, so they don't have to swallow capsules. Our daughter really loves these too. So great, great products for everyone in the family. Another product that we absolutely love and have been using a lot this summer, well, let's be honest, we've been using it since Christmas or Thanksgiving really, is Block. And they just re-released this. Has a new formula. It's quick acting. It blocks up to 48% of the carbs and sugars that you eat. And so it helps prevent those post-meal blood sugar spikes. But let's be honest, if it's blocking the conversion of the sugar and carbs from your diet from turning into glucose, it's also preventing it from being stored as fat. So this is a great addition to your regimen if you're trying to stay in a healthy weight. We love it. I also find that it makes me feel full faster, so it helps with portion control, in my opinion, as well. And it has white kidney bean extract. I mean, it's all natural. And the last one I want to tell you about is our newest product. We're both huge fans. Yeah, we love it. It's called Edge. And we've like totally drank the Kool-Aid on this one. It has 3 ingredients. It's really, truly, it's so much better than coffee or energy drinks. It has the equivalent caffeine of about a cup of coffee, but it gives you long-lasting, sustained energy without the jitters. And so you don't end up feeling like all crazy and then crashing a few hours later. This lasts all day long. It also helps with mood. Some people have been calling it their happy pill, their happy pill. And it helps with focus and concentration, which has been really huge for us. So we take all of these products. We love them. But when I started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we got started with Plexus. When I started, I actually began because I saw my mom and sister mixing up a pink drink at my mom's house, and I wanted to know what they were doing. And they told me they were trying to lose weight. And so I thought, well, I want to lose weight too. We had been doing like crazy exercise regimens and routines. We were beating ourselves up. It was not pleasant, super sore, trying to diet, and it was brutal. We weren't getting very far. At least I wasn't getting very far. And so I started out to lose weight. And the irony is, of all of my issues, weight loss should have been my least concern, because I was in a really bad place. I was tired all the time. He would come home from work. I would pass the kids off to him, and I would go lay down on the couch. After dinner, I was basically on the couch again. And what he didn't know is, while he was at work, when one of the kids was sleeping, I was napping as well, and I just propped the other kid on the bed up with me. So I was sleeping most of the day. Add that to the fact that I wasn't sleeping at night because I had some terrible anxiousness and worry. I felt hopeless all the time. I was crying all the time. I mean, poor Darren, he dropped a plate in the sink one time, and I had just an absolute meltdown. He was very patient. But so I was in a really, really bad place. I wasn't sleeping well. I was sick all the time. I was constantly napping. And one of the first things I noticed from this weight loss product was that I was sleeping better at night. I was literally falling asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. And I noticed I wasn't waking up or I wasn't needing to take a nap in the middle of the day anymore. So that gave me time to play with my son, who's older, while my daughter was sleeping. It made for much more productive days. I don't know if you noticed much change in mood or anything. I felt so much better. And so honestly, it started to really make me think about what was happening in my body. At the time, I was on 3 different prescriptions for my issues, And I started feeling so much better that I talked to my doctor about reducing my dosage. And within the first 6 months on the products, I was able to get off of everything. And I've been on those prescriptions for 11 years. Not only that, but I'd been in the doctor's office so frequently. This is our general practitioner. Just seasonal allergies would just really get to me and take me down, and it would turn into some big upper respiratory infection. So I was in her office all the time for antibiotics. And I don't remember why you had to go. Oh, Darren went for his flu shot, and she was like, "Where's your wife? She hasn't been here." And so I thought that was kind of cool. And you came home and asked me, I was like, you know what? It's true. I haven't been to see her in such a long time. So it's been at least 2.5 years since I've been in to see her for an infection. And so it's made our entire family so much healthier. You've noticed some great things too.
So my start pretty much was just Slim and then the vitamins. I was looking to find a multivitamin anyways, so whether that was going to be something from, something off the shelf, but obviously with these products, Hillary had got, why not try, what they had. So just between taking Slim every day and the vitamin, I lost 15 pounds in 3 months. So literally it was a good weight loss. It was a normal expectation of weight loss, not 15 pounds overnight, right? Like some people look for. But the idea of knowing that what these products do, it was working on my insides and just making everything healthier and everything work correctly. I have a pharmaceutical and medical background, so I'm very familiar with how any of those drugs that you watch on TV are. So I'm very, adamant about what I put inside my body or what I put it, or what I take every day. So the fact that these products that I was able to take and use were helping me. Another key point is during that time I got hurt and was not able to go to the gym anymore. So we were actually going to the gym regularly, losing the weight. Well, when I wasn't able to go for about, the next 6 months to 8 months, I still, by taking Slim every day, I didn't gain a pound back. So that's a testament to the idea that it's not about that you've got to be working out or what you're doing every day, but that I was taking care of me and getting healthier.
Yeah. He also stopped, he's not going to, I don't know if you were going to say this or not, but that 15 pounds, that makes a big difference. That was 15 pounds that meant he wasn't snoring at night anymore. And so that was one of the first things I posted about as a new ambassador was, holy smokes, I just realized my husband's not snoring anymore. And you would not believe, people came out of the woodwork. They're like, wait, let me hear about this stuff to stop snoring.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
So it affected not only small things like that, so like you said, a weight loss drug, but then I also have irritations and knifing pains from some foods. That stuff began to go away too. So to where I was not able to eat certain things, now I wasn't having to take another pill or whatever to adjust that. I also had trouble focusing in certain things through the day. So other products that we've taken now, that's definitely helped me there. And of course, going to work every day, I work outside. So in the elements, the heat, the air, whatever, when I get home, really was just ready to crash. But walking through the door, becoming dad or husband at that time, I still needed to have the energy to keep going. And, these Plexus products have allowed me to do that.
So it's been a huge blessing for us health-wise. On the other side of the coin, and one part that we were not expecting was the business, the business side, the blessing that the business has been. And I will tell you that I started Plexus, God really brought it into my life at the perfect time because for one, I didn't realize how much I needed it or what it was going to do for me. But then the other side is that one of our kids was getting ready to start kindergarten and our youngest was getting ready to start preschool 2 days a week. And even though Darren has a great job that provides really well, money was still really tight at the end of each month. And so we needed a way, with both kids going to school at least 2 days a week, we were looking for a place where I could work part-time and make extra income for our family. And so beyond just working at the preschool, and this is not to knock preschool teachers at all, you guys do amazing work. I could never do that. But beyond working at the preschool with the kids from 9 to 2 on Tuesdays to Thursdays, I didn't know of another job that I'd be able to work just those hours and still be home with my kids. And my heart I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And so when Plexus became something that I was going to take for a while, that I really, really enjoyed, we kind of talked about, well, what if I do this ambassador thing? What if we see if this works? We were talking earlier today about how it really was an easy decision, and you were saying like $35.
Yeah, the idea as far as the business goes, I've been in sales for over 10 years with certain plans or startup companies. The idea that you can pay $34.95, not a month, week, whatever, but for a year, and that's your entry fee. So the idea of some people, Corey's probably, he's ran races that probably have cost more as an entry fee, and that was just a one-time thing, right? I mean, we've all done things that just you throw in some money and you can be a one-time thing and it's done. But this idea to start a business that can then change your family and then not only can change your income, and just for $34.95 plus being able to take these products, and that helps move along. We covered that fee immediately in the first month.
The first month that fee was covered. And then after that, it just started growing and growing. And I think once we got that second and third check, when we realized, well, this could be like a real thing. I'd never done network marketing before. Darren technically, we'll tell you that story later. But he technically has done network marketing before. He's been signed up before. So yeah. I didn't know what to expect, but I had this idea in my mind of what it was about, and that it was going to be a money drain, or that there was no possible way to make any kind of income. And I will tell you now, looking at what the last 2 years have been, we've been able to do more family trips. We've been able to put money away in savings. We had a huge plumbing bill that came up out of nowhere, like emergency plumbing for the house, to the tune of thousands of dollars. And we wrote that check without stressing, because we knew it was covered. It was covered. And so just the financial piece it's allowed in our family. I know that for some people, it's, just a few $100s a month is going to be a big, big deal. For us, it's turned into something that has allowed us to really dream and see huge things for our future. One of my goals is eventually to have Darren come home. I know my dad traveled a lot when I was little, and was away a lot and worked long hours and really missed out on a lot of stuff with our childhood. And I definitely want our kids to be able to spend a lot of time with Darren while they're small, and for him to be there when they're growing up. So that's one thing I never thought was a possibility before, but I'm seeing my friends do it. And we're rapidly getting closer to that point. And so it's just been an insane, insane blessing for us. And I'm not having to work 40 hours a week. I'm still getting to be a stay-at-home mom. And I love, like, tonight's a great example. We're here with our spouses. We get to work with our spouses, and it's fun. We're working with our friends. This is what it should be like. And so one of the things that we hear, there are a few questions we hear a lot. And so I want to kind of go over with you some of those questions. The first question I hear a lot from people is if it's FDA approved. And I want you to just imagine that you're walking down the aisle at Walmart or CVS or Walgreens, and you see all the vitamins and supplements on those aisles in the pharmacy section. You could pick up any single one of those, and they're not going to be FDA approved. And that's simply because it's not the FDA's job to approve vitamins and supplements. So we work really closely with the FTC and the FDA. They have oversight over all of our ingredients to make sure we actually are putting a safe product out there, but it's not their job to approve our products. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Baby formula even isn't FDA approved. Is it safe? I will tell you, we give it to our children. So it is it would have to be safe. I feel confident giving it to our kids. We feel confident taking it. It's a natural product. We've researched the ingredients, and we really recommend that if you have any concerns, you research the ingredients. You take it to your doctor. I have friends that are both expecting, they're pregnant and nursing, and their doctors have approved and even recommended our products to be taken in that. And if you know anything about medications, doctors are super, super strict when you're pregnant about what you can take. Yep. And so that speaks volumes to me.
We used to have to be, doing pharmaceuticals for years, had to know a lot about the drugs dealt with the FDA every day. So the idea that if you look at the list of side effects on most of your medications, a drug that you're going to take every day, I mean, everything's headache, diarrhea, grow a third arm, have something fall off your head to get it. And then most of the times you have to take another drug to combat that drug. So the idea that these products are safe, the list of ingredients are natural. Again, we talked about you taking it to your doctor before you take them, but they would be crazy not to read those ingredients and say, oh, well, no, that one's bad for you. You shouldn't take that. Most we hear from friends that have gone to their doctors will look at it and say, well, there's nothing in here that'll harm you. Why not give it a try? And then allow you to see it, because it will, like any drug or anything, it's going to be different for everybody.
Right. And I think that's one of the reasons people are so skeptical, is because they see it helping with so many different things. But I think that's what's so great and so different about Plexus too, is it doesn't just, it treats the root issues of a lot of health problems. It treats inflammation, or it works with inflammation, combats it. It combats, blood sugar spikes. So it works with blood sugar regulation, and it also works with gut health. And if you do any research on any of those three things, there are so many health issues tied to that. So just getting those three areas in balance in your body, amazing things can happen. I don't hear this question a whole lot, but I've heard it maybe had asked a couple times, and I've had people ask me if it's a pyramid scheme. We do personally know what a pyramid scheme is. That's another story for another call. But what I will tell you is that I do know the pyramid schemes are illegal. And we are a company that is backed by, not just backed by, but chosen by Morgan Stanley. And Morgan Stanley, who also backs Google and Facebook and all these other companies, would not back a company that was a pyramid scheme or scam of any kind. The other thing is, if you actually look up the definition of a pyramid scheme or of like a Ponzi scheme, there's no products exchanging hands. And our company, Plexus, is built around these incredible products. So we have that right there blows it out of the water. I think, the other thing is, you can sign somebody up to be on your team and they can surpass you in the business. They can leapfrog over you. So if it was truly a pyramid scheme, that people on the bottom would be stuck on the bottom. So it's really, truly the opportunity of a lifetime.
All right, and I'm going to continue with some frequently asked questions. The first one that occasionally people will ask is, will I go broke? And this one just kind of makes me laugh, because you guys, it costs $35 to start your business with Plexus. Earlier in the call, I said that I was looking for network marketing. I almost signed up with somebody else. And the reason why I had to totally close the door was because I had to forward a whole bunch of money. And it was scary because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to sell those products, and I had to do it through parties and through stuff that I was going to have to take an inventory and all that sort of thing. So $35 is not a lot of money, and you can turn on and off your products as you wish or you need to. So there's no quotas or anything per month. So no, you will not go broke. The other question is it expensive? And this one, okay, so the triplex is probably the one that we recommend the most. It's $3 a day. And if you think about your vices that do you stop and get Cokes, candy, any kind of sugar? Like, do you waste your gym membership? Do you not go? Do you buy a bunch of produce because this Monday you're going to start eating better, and you don't eat it and it goes to waste? So I've seen people that go through their bank statement and like highlight stuff that was like a waste of money. And I would encourage anybody to do this, because you would be shocked to see how much money you waste on your vices. So it's not expensive. I would pay more for these products because they're so beneficial and so awesome. And will it work? So you don't know if it'll work if you don't try it. So you got to try it. And I am 100% confident in saying that if you are consistent with these products and you're willing to work with the products, that they're going to work. The biggest issue is that people are not consistent with the products. The other thing is that we do have 60-day money-back guarantee. So if for whatever reason they don't work for you, then you get your money back. And I will add that we have a 1% return rate. So that says a lot about our products. A lot of people say that they're not a salesman. They could never do what I do. So I was already doing this. Before I even started Plexus, I was already doing it. I was telling people about the restaurant that I go to. I was telling them about this hair stuff that I put in my hair. I was already sharing stuff that I love. I just wasn't getting paid for it. So you're basically already doing what you say that you don't want to do already. So you don't have to be a salesman. We don't want salesmen, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. Well, and truly, when we went to Las Vegas for a convention recently, they had a few people that were at the top ranks of the company come up on stage. And I will tell you that the two top levels, they had one person from each group come up and speak. And I was astounded. Both of them were claimed to be introverts. And it really struck a chord with me because I am very introverted as well. And so to think that somebody who's introverted like me or these other two women could find success in this business, there's no way you would have to be a pushy salesperson in order to make it. It's so much more than that. Like you said, we're all already doing it. We're already recommending things we love to our friends. So now we're just getting compensated for that. So, and compensated really generously. So what could this all mean for your family is kind of the big question. And I want you to think about what a few extra $100 a month could mean. Maybe that means, and you can buy more groceries. Maybe that means you can put your kids in dance or soccer. Maybe that means that, your car payment isn't causing a financial strain. Maybe that means you're paying off debt. Maybe that means that you can afford to look at a bigger house. I don't know what that means, but those, even just a few $100s a month, could be absolutely life-changing for your family. It has been absolutely life-changing for ours. And then you can think, honestly, there's success at all levels. So whether it's just a few $100s a month, I have a friend that's making significantly more than that, to the point where you could dream about things that you've never dreamed of before. The sky's really the limit. It's all up to you. You decide. And the thing that really gets to me too is I think about the fact that we work 9 to 5 jobs. We've been conditioned almost to we look for jobs, not opportunities. Somebody posted that recently, and I thought that was so perfect. We look for jobs, but not opportunities. Our 9 to 5 jobs, we work for 40 years or more, and we end up retiring barely able to scrape by, barely enough money put away to be able to afford to live, maintain our standard of living. Why not work for 5 to 10 years on something that's maybe a little different, maybe outside the box, but could be life-changing for you and afford you the ability to live in a huge, generous way. That's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to, is when we get to the point where we can really give generously. Because even now, at the level we're at, we are able to give more than we've ever given before. And that means a lot to us. So no matter what level you're in, you can find success at every level, from a couple $100s a month up to thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Extra money in your budget is life-changing at all those levels. And truly, the opportunity to regain your health, like I said, I was looking for a weight loss product. What I didn't anticipate was to finally find myself again, to finally feel like myself. To have the energy and the desire to be the wife and mom that I want to be. I finally feel like I'm stepping into those shoes, and I can be a better mom. I can be a better wife. I'm more present with my family. I'm more pleasant with my family. And so that's a big, big deal. So I'm passing it back to Robin now.
Okay. And lastly, I'm going to talk about why Plexus, why now. So first of all, the products they're the first products that have helped me. I've tried so many products before, and I have never been able to stick with anything because everything upsets my stomach, like I said earlier in the call. They're safe and natural, which I love. Hillary touched on this, but you can give it to the whole family. I take it, Corey takes it, the kids take it. People that are unhealthy, people that are skinny, people that work out, everybody can take Plexus. So that's huge. I love the MLM, or the multi-level marketing. I believe in it full-heartedly, and I love that I get to work at home, and it's flexible, and I still get to be with my kids, and I get to share stuff that I love with people that I love. I get to love on people all the time. So the biggest thing that I think all of us want to say tonight is to stop putting you off. And I put the quote, "When mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy." But honestly, even Darren said that, he had to put himself first. So figure out how to put yourself, and you will see huge successes with Plexus. And the last thing is the 3 ways to buy Plexus. First, we have retail, which I asked Hillary if I could say this out loud, but it's a waste of money. It's like taking a coupon to a store and saying, oh, I'm not going to use it. I don't want to save the money. Like waste, it's just wasteful. Second is the preferred customer. And we do have a 60-day money-back guarantee. And lastly is the ambassador. It's the wholesale pricing is the cheapest way to get your products. It's the way that I went because I had full intentions, I told you, of bringing 3 friends along with me so that I could get my products paid for. I don't do anything alone, so bring somebody with you. You'll have accountability. So with that being said, I don't know if anybody has a question, but we're so glad that you guys came to the call tonight. Does anybody have a question? No? Okay. We're so glad that you came on tonight, and yeah, that's it. Actually, it would be awesome if all of us could get our babies on here and take a picture. Stop the recording.
Okay. Thanks, guys, so much.